Good morning, everybody. Hope you're having a good Monday morning. It's going pretty good around here so far. Let's see who we got hanging out with us today. Got Darren Birds in the house. Good morning, Darren. Marcelo's here. Good morning, Marcelo. I did find your email, Marcelo, so we're good to go on that. Be showing those next week. Larry Galt's in the house. This morning, everyone may finally be getting relief from the drought. Forecast 4 to 8 inches of rain. Yeah, I saw something on the news this morning. They were talking about, flash flooding and stuff, I guess, in Dallas and stuff. I guess they've been getting a lot of rain. Gary Hammett in the house. Good morning, Gary. I got your email as well with the link to that place in North Dakota who recycles PLA. Clyde CNC, good morning. Let's see who else we got here. Steve Kronsky's in the house this morning. All can't stay long. Chemo treatment for the missus. Thumbs up, Dave. Appreciate the thumbs up, Steve, and I hope all goes well with the chemo treatment. Kevin Els is here as well. Good morning, Kevin. And let's see, George is here. Good morning. Marcelo says, I have a few more I can send you. Okay, be sure to send them before, before Saturday, so I have time to get them all queued up, because I have to get them off of this computer. I don't check my email with that other computer. I try not to do much of anything other than stream with that one out there. And that's an old computer and doesn't work that great anyway. So I use this for all the main stuff. And let's see, where'd I leave off? Lonnie's here. Good morning, Lonnie. George says, thanks for the 3D printing tips. 210 and 60 give good results. Okay. So it's not sticking as bad when you do the 60. That's good news. Yeah, Gary said, I saw that and thought you might be interested. I don't know that I run enough to, it's a good thing and we can share it with other folks here too. But I don't know that I do enough to, make it worth my time to send it out there to them. Because you got to pay the shipping to send it out there to them. They pay the shipping back if they send you a spool, and I don't know how much you have to send them before they. I hadn't read all the fine print and stuff, but it looks like right now they're just doing PLA. They're not doing any of the other types. And quite frankly, most of my stuff turns out as good parts. I have a little bit here and there, when you're pulling that first little stringy bit off the nozzle or something, and it'd take a long time to add up to enough to send them. George says, prints seem to peel off print bed much better. Okay. Well, that might see just that little 10 degrees makes a difference. I'm glad that's working for you. I did something this weekend, yesterday, as a matter of fact, that I had never done before. Can y'all guess what it might be? I'm sure you won't guess. You remember about, it's been almost 2 months ago. I just looked it up in my email. It was June 21st, I think, when I ordered it. But y'all remember when I was hunting for me a pole saw? And I ended up, a lot of y'all had good suggestions of different brands and stuff. And I ended up ordering the Portland I don't even remember how much power it is. 1.5. Nah, I don't know what it was. I think it was 1.5 horsepower, something like that. Anyway, the hobby. No, not hobby. Harbor Freight. Started to say hobby freight. The Harbor Freight Portland pole saw. And I don't even remember how much it was. Seemed like it was about $169 or something like that. I can't remember because it's been 2 months. I ordered it, and because it was a Harbor Freight deal, and then they shipped it FedEx, and you know how I just love FedEx. It took so long to get here that by the time, that's the way it is. Sometimes I'll order stuff and they ship it some funky way, and then it takes extra long to get here. And by the time it gets here, I'm out of the mood. I'm on to something else. So it's been sitting out there in my garage in the box. I've never even opened the box. And, since I don't know when it came in. I think I ordered it June 21st or something like that. But anyway, I thought, you know what? It's kind of cool. I mean, the humidity was still ridiculous, and then once I got out there working, it wasn't as hard or as cool as I thought it was. But I thought, let me get out there and unbox this thing. Not much to it. You just have to put the, of course, it comes with a little Allen wrench thing that's got like a screwdriver blade built on the other. So you got all the little tools you need to put it together, and it's just you have to put the bar in the chain, and then of course put some bar oil in it. And so I got that done, and I thought, well, let me just stretch out the extension cord here and see what this thing will do. And man, I'm very happy with my purchase, at least so far, because I have, in just a couple of minutes, I had those big limbs that were coming over, getting close to my power line, right where it meets my house on that end. Got all that cleared away, got them hauled off, cut a few other spots until I got wore out. It does make you, or at least me, it gets me tired, because when you're running it with it, and it's real easy to extend. It comes, I don't know, probably maybe 6, 7 feet, something like that, and then you unscrew this thing and it slides out and goes another, I don't know, probably 3 or 4 feet, something like that. I don't know what the total stretch on that thing is, but it gets up there pretty high. But it's heavy on that end. So when you're got it all the way extended and trying to get something high, it won't take long. It'll wear you out, or at least it did me. But yeah, finally got out there after having that thing for about 2 months, got out there and used it, and it worked really well. So I don't remember which one of you guys suggested that brand, but whichever one of you did, thank you, because it worked out really well. And I am pleased as punch that I got my limbs trimmed. And I got a whole lot more to do, but I'll probably, those were the main ones that I was concerned about, the ones that were getting kind of close to right where my power lines connect to that end of my house down there. So now that those are all cleared off, the rest of the stuff I'll wait until we have a good, in the fall when it's long sleeve shirt weather to get out there to do the rest. But yeah, that worked out really good. Bruce Foley's in the house. Good morning, Bruce. Charles says, good morning, Dave and Jack. Jack says hello. He is right here at my feet. And if you listen close, you can hear him snoring. Sean's here. Good morning, Sean. Glad you're making the coffee sessions. I don't have much else to talk about. Did watch the Joanne talk about the weather, and it's gonna be messy this week. Chance of rain every day, thunderstorms, pop-up showers, name it. I think it's just going to be a good week to stay inside, and for me, try to learn something new. I like to, whenever it's, instead of just sitting around doing nothing, which I do sometimes. When I know that it's going to be one of those kind of weeks, I'm like, well, what can I learn this week? Something new that I haven't done? So I will probably be finding me something to play around with, and and try to get better at. I think what I'm going to do, and you guys know this because I used to have my little Tour Laser Master Pro 2 setting right back here, and then I moved it when I got these two 3D printers because all that stuff wouldn't fit back there. So I took the laser out to the garage out there, and of course I have that enclosure for it, which has kind of some flat surfaces, and you know what that means. I've got stuff piled on it. So I think I'm going to knock the cobwebs off of that thing and take the stuff I got stacked on it off and get back to playing around with that. I had bought a bunch of ceramic tiles. In fact, I bought a whole case of the 4x4 and the let's see, what was the other one? 6x6, I think. And I had been playing around with that, and then something else happened, and I get off on something else, and I kind of quit messing with it. And of course, I was using the 30-day free trial for Lightburn, and it's long since expired, but I went and downloaded it again last night. I have tried to install it, so I don't know if they'll let me do another 30-day free trial or not, but I'm going to see if they will. And if not, I guess I'll have to go ahead and buy it anyway. But anyhow, I'm going to try to play around with that. I watched a few videos, tutorial videos over the weekend, and try to refresh my memory on some of that stuff. But yeah, I might be trying to play with some laser beams later today. Stinking at my garage, probably. Lonnie says, in Vectric, I'm using a 1/8 inch bit to cut 0.145 slots for box joints. It will not let me make dog bones in all corners. Let me think about this a second. If you're using a 1/8 inch bit and you only want the slot 20 thousandths bigger than that, that's a really small slot. Are you sure it's not putting them in there and they're just so small you can't see them? Because with a 1/8 inch bit, the dog bones aren't going to be very big at all. So, and I'm not sure what you mean when you say it will not let me make them, because if you're using Vectric and you say you are, and you're using the gadget, it puts those in there automatically. So I don't know. I'd have to see your whole thing of what you're trying to do. But have you tried just experimenting and do another one and see, put the slots bigger, like put a 1/2 inch slot using a 1/8 inch? Because it sounds like you're trying to make a finger joint more than a box joint, is what it sounds like to me. Solar Man's in the house. Good morning, Ryan. Yeah. Yeah. The fillet's going to be half of what it's going to be the radius of the bit. So if you're using a 1/8 inch bit, the fillet is going to be half of that, or 0.625. Bob Schuster's in the house. Good morning. Oh, you don't have the gadget, so you're just trying to draw it. Okay. Well, if you got Vectric, why don't you get the gadget? That's what I would do because it's free. Landis says, doing some laser work myself. Spindle TV, which would be Mr. Shaughnessy, has a great video using GMP to Vectric. All right, refresh my memory. What's or is he talking about GIMP? Maybe that's what GMP is supposed to be, because GIMP is that, isn't that a free software, I think, Landis? I think so. Yeah, Ryan says, with the slot so small, it may make the dog bone too sloppy to work. I would just come in with a handsaw and clean up the corners. Yeah. Yeah, because like I said, if you're telling us the slot is only 20 thou bigger than what the bit is, so sounds like you're trying to make a finger joint instead of a box joint. That would be my guess. All right, I'll have to go. Spindle TV has a great video using GIMP to Vectric for ceramic tile. I wasn't aware that Laney had done any videos about laser stuff, but I guess maybe he has. I don't watch him all the time. Just because a lot of the things when he's doing, well, for one, his live streams, as you know, are real long, so you have to have a lot of spare time to sit down and watch him. And the other thing is, a lot of times he's doing stuff that's really cool, but it's like, well, either I already know how to do that, or I'm not going to be doing that. So I don't have time to watch it and learn something that I'm not going to do. And then by the time I do get ready to do something like that, I'd have to watch it again because I can't remember what all was doing. Yes, it is Freeland. So yeah, I think he's talking about GIMP software, and I might have that on this computer. I don't remember. I know I've taken a look at it before, but I'll have to go. That'll give me something to do this morning while I'm finished my coffee. Is I'll look up Spindle TV and search for ceramic tile stuff and see what he's got on there. But yeah, I tell you, I really there's several folks on YouTube that are just really masters at doing that ceramic tile stuff, and I think it's cool. That's one of the reasons why I bought that little O-Tour laser, is because of that. But I've had some success. I mean, it looks okay, but there's an art to getting it just right and making it look really nice, especially when you do the multicolor stuff. You spray the different layers of color on it and then do the power settings and all that, and they make some amazing looking stuff. And the cool thing about it is those ceramic tiles are really pretty cheap. they're not they're not very expensive, or at least they were back when I bought mine. I don't know if they're like lumber. They may have jumped up in price too. In fact, let's just go take a look since we're not doing nothing. I think I bought mine at Home Depot. Let's see. Let's see what we can find here. Hmm. Man, they got all kinds. I'm just looking for some plain old tile here, folks. Come on. That's the bad thing about when you go to look. It's like there's so much stuff now, different colors and shapes and all that stuff. You gotta wade through it. I just want to find the plain white tiles, y'all. Here we go. Bathroom. This looks pretty plain. Well, I'm still having trouble finding it. Where are they? All right, let's see what this is. For crying out loud. I can't believe I'm having this much trouble. I must not have the right search terms in there or something. You put a dimension on there too. Maybe that'll help. All right, this looks like, yeah, here I finally found it, I think. Just plain 4x4 white ceramic wall tile. I don't remember paying that much. I don't remember what I paid, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't that much. It says it's $39.31 a case, or $7.28 per square foot. So if it's 4x4 in a square foot, you're going to have what, 9 of them? So take the 728 a square foot and divide that by 9. It's still 80 cents. I'm thinking they were about half that when I bought mine. Has anybody bought any? You can help me confirm that. That just seems a little high, but it doesn't surprise me. It's like, everything else is going up. That's probably gone up too. Fortunately, I bought mine right after I bought my laser, which was the end of last year. So I've had those ceramic tiles sitting around a while. So. Ryan says, I've been looking at laser stuff too, modifying the K40 stuff. How do you, I probably asked you this before, Ryan, but you know how I am. I can't remember things. I'm pretty sure, don't you run your K40 with a Raspberry Pi? And if so, what do you use to, in other words, can you use Lightburn with that, or do you have to use something else? Because I know, they always say, and I say that the guy that does the Lightburn stuff, he always says that the K40s and those kind of off-brand K40s and stuff have a different kind of a board so Lightburn won't work with them. And a lot of people will upgrade the board to something different so that you can use Lightburn with it, I think. But yeah, you probably told me that before, and I can't remember. Because I have so many people that I know that have different lasers, K40s and stuff. And okay, Sean says Home Depot is $16 a case. $1. See, that's more like it, because $1.28 a square foot. And I'm assuming you're talking about yeah, that'd be about 14 cents a piece. See, that's about what I was thinking, that they were just pennies a piece. Well, I must have picked some fancy brand here or something, because this one is $7.28 a square foot. But I know they have. Oh, wait a minute. What is this here? Okay, there's 3x6. And it says it's $1.20 a square foot. Well, let's see. With 3x6, that would be how many would that be for in a square foot? My brain's not thinking right. Yeah, $15 a case. Okay, well maybe they haven't gone up as bad as what I thought. Maybe I'm just looking at the wrong one, because that sounds more like it. But for some reason, I was thinking when I bought mine, it figured out to be about 11 or 12 cents a piece for each tile. Okay, it says 4x4 ceramic white tile. Well, that's what I had in my search thing. Of course, Okay, yeah, I'm seeing. Okay, yeah, I found the one you're looking for. That brand, DALTILE. Yeah, there it is. $1.28 a thing, a square foot, $15.98 a case. All right. Okay. Well, I guess they're still pretty good then. Anyway, like I said, I've got a whole bunch of them to play with, because I probably only use maybe, I don't know, maybe 5 or 6 of them, maybe 10 at the most, playing around. But I want to get back to playing around with those. But Ryan never did say anything after that, so yeah, I'm wondering what kind of mods you're talking about. There's a lot of them on the YouTubes, because those things, even though they're even though they're really small as far as the footprint and stuff, they're really popular. A lot of people get those to start out instead of buying the O2 like the diode things. They'll start out with those to learn about CO2 lasers. So they're really popular. A ton of them on YouTube. Larry says he's buying a longer ray. Yeah, I'd never even heard of that brand until Ken Moon over at Moon Pie Creations. They sent him one to do a review on or something, and he did it, and I'm like, I had never even heard of that. I think they make a 3D printer too. I never, these brands just pop up overnight, and then you look on Amazon, they'll be full of them. And I'm like, man, I've never even heard of that before. But anyway. All right. Well, I'm going to get out of here. Everybody have a good Monday. I am, like I said, first I'm going to go see if I can find that video that Landis was talking about with Laney. And then I think I'm going to try to install that Lightburn again. I'll probably try to put it on my laptop since my thing is out in the garage now, and see if that works out. And maybe try to play around with some laser beams and ceramic tiles or something. So anyway, everybody have a good Monday. We will see y'all tomorrow, I reckon. It's we're at 551, so we're closer to 600 now than we are 500. So come on back if you're not doing nothing tomorrow and drink some coffee with us. And we'll see y'all later. Have a good one.